Come here.
Okay, here I am with Michelle, another instructor at New York Equestrian Center, and Sir Pony, Hershey. Hershey, come here. I want some kisses. Hershey. Hershey. He didn't have any kisses, or else he's like fed up with that joke. Oh, see, he does. He does. Come here. Hershey, come here. Oh, I'm going to shut up so he'll listen to you, because you're like a dog, right? They come when you call.
He's looking for food. Hershey.
And you just back away from the horse. Oh, God. Sick of me already.
Come here.
There he goes. There he goes. Okay. Now, Michelle graduated an equine science major. Her dream is to own a stables like this, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
It's a very complicated thing.
A lot of work.
Yeah, yeah, he knows. But you want to own your own business, right?
Yes.
Okay. Your own small business.
Yeah.
All right. Now, with regard to jumping, how young do the kids start jumping here? At what age?
Well, they start lessons around 7 here, and it usually just depends on how well the kid progresses and builds the right kind of muscles. You want to make sure that their coordination and strength is good. So in case something happens, they don't just fall off. So it usually takes a couple years. So around 10, they'd probably start jumping.
So you love jumping, and would you say the primary motivation is to come here, Hershey? The primary motivation is to challenge oneself. Is that why you got in, or did you get in for the competitive aspect?
Well, I kind of just started because I just had a lot of fun doing it, and then the more I understood it, then I got into competing, because you want to see how well your skills, line up with somebody else's, and then you try to just make yourself better and better each time. Try to fix your habits, because everyone gets habits.
Right. So the kids that I'm thinking about maybe a little anxious about competition, maybe they're into it more for they love the animals. So you have kids like that, right?
Yeah, some people just competing's not for them. They just do it for fun, and the added pressure of competing just overwhelms them, and so they just do it for fun, for personal.
And that's fine, right?
Yeah, there's no problem with that.
It's a great for me anyway, it was challenging emotionally, mentally, and physically.
Yeah, definitely.
Challenge yourself, really.
Yeah.
Okay, now say, a little anxious child, but really, really, you could tell the spark in their eye, really wants to learn how to jump. And they're there in the ring, and they're for their first jump. And Hershey, come here. What's Hershey's personality like, by the way?
Oh, he's like a giant dog.
Oh.
He'll follow me around off a lead rope, and he loves little kids.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
They're like
nice.
his best friends.
Oh, great. Oh, does he like to jump, or does he like to run?
He loves to jump.
He prefer to jump than run.
Yeah, it's his favorite thing.
So there's a difference, right? Some horses, come here, Hershey, come here. Some horses, Hershey, you like to jump. Well, why does he likes to jump better than he likes to run,
Yeah,
right?
he's always liked it. I taught him how to jump myself, and I was just really lucky that he liked it.
Oh, so that must have been a great feeling for you.
Yeah, he definitely loves it.
Okay, so now a child you're teaching is getting ready for her first jump in the ring, and very excited, the parents watching, and something happens, that the horse refuses, the first jump refuses to go. Maybe a child doesn't fall off, but that's startling in itself. So how do you attempt to encourage the child to get over that anxiety? That could be very anxiety producing, right, for the child?
Yes, you could.
So how do you encourage a child to get over that? Sensitive.
First, I would just explain to them why it happened. Because if they understand why it happened, they could try to fix so it doesn't happen again.
Right.
And just explain to them that, like, the horse is your partner, so if you're confident, they're going to be confident. That if you're not too sure about it, then he might not jump. So you got to tell him that it's okay and we're going to jump, so then everyone feels confident.
Is that
and then
true?
Usually that does the trick.
And I think
Make it of a team thing.
These kids, somehow, they have genes, they're very creative, and they're anxious, and the combination, a lot of what-if scenarios in the head. So I would think in order to have that confidence, they would have to have the right equipment, supportive equipment, physically.
Yeah, you tell them that.
What do you need to have on them?
Tell the kids that, like, physically they could do it. You have your helmet in case you fall, like.
What other things they need equipment-wise to support?
Use their riding boots and their half traps help keep their legs stable on the horse. You just reinforce them that like you have everything you need, all the right gear, all the right skills. Your horse, you know, if you trust your horse, he's going to trust you. And that they're all ready to go.
Okay, now I imagine a parent watching this might get very anxious themselves, right? Does that happen?
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that?
Just the way you explain it to the kid, I would explain it to the parent. Most of the time people get anxious or nervous because they don't fully understand what's happening. So if you explain to them, like, this is what happened, this is how you fix it, they can kind of see it happening better and they could realize that it's not as dangerous or as scary as it might look.
Right, because Hershey is what kind of personality? He's just very lovable, right?
He's like a puppy.
Okay.
He's always in a good mood.
Oh, and that was interesting. You told me that it seems as though a big horse would be scarier to ride than a little horse, but the temperament has absolutely nothing to do with the size of the horse.
Yeah, it depends horse to horse. I mean, he's usually always in a good mood, but the same horse the same size as him might not be.
Right.
They're like people and dogs. They got their own little quirks.
Right. You know, I was once run away with on a golf course, and a horse half the size of this, so I know what you're talking about. Golfers were waving, you know. I played a little polo.
Yeah, like he's not mean at all. He never does anything to hurt you.
Okay, so what about the parent who's so concerned that they like try to interfere? You know what I'm saying? You have because they kind of get obsessed with making sure they're. How do you deal with that?
You just have to explain to them, reassure them that you know what you're doing. That explain how long you've been doing it for. That their kid's best interest is to listen to the instructor since they have been working with the kid, and that just try to explain to them that you know best based on your skills and experience, that you might be seeing things that the parent doesn't see, but reassure the parent that you're going to take care of their kid and not let anything happen.
And then they're pretty reasonable, right? Yeah, because over the weekend I saw this little girl before I got on Gilligan. And she told me that Gilligan was her first jump. She jumped on Gilligan, was the first horse she took a jump on. And I said, weren't you afraid? Because, look how little you are. Gilligan's huge. She said, no, she wasn't afraid. And she looked like it built her confidence so much. And I think it could do that for a lot of little kids who maybe, because they're gutsy when it gets down to it, right? Much more resilient than the parent may. Yep, Hershey's agreeing. All right, Hershey, I'm blowing you a kiss. Goodbye. Thank you for the interview.